All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Sunday morning about 10:45 a.m. I hope everyone is doing well. Thought I would just do a live stream here. I'm using StreamYard. A big shout out to my buddy Nubby for turning me on to StreamYard. Uh, you may get a thing on the bottom there. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to just do a sit and chat. My wife and my son are out taking a little hike because the weather is absolutely gorgeous here. Those of you that know I'm old and have a bum knee and hip, and I don't like walking. So I do get exercise. I run up and down the stairs in my basement and stuff, and I do have a gym. The weight loss, I'm down about 30 pounds. Hopefully you can see it in my face and my I don't have those giant man boobs. Let's see, somebody's sending me, oh, YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. Yay, I'm live. Um, I'm a big nerd, guys. You know it. I just wanted to sit and talk because I've got some free time. I should be painting a miniature, but I'm not. And I'm okay with that because I got some painting done last night. I got a lot of fun stuff done and had a really good time doing all of that. So let me see here. I'm firing up some stuff here, trying to do some things. Let's see if we're live on the YouTubes. We're gonna click it, and then all right. Let's move this over here. Put it right there. Let's mute it because it's obviously working and I can hear it. Let's go back over here. Oh, and I can see you. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get all the YouTube crap out of the way. Like and subscribe. You can send me money on Ko-Fi if you want to help support the channel. Everything that you do goes back into the channel. So I do appreciate it. I also have a drive-through affiliate link. I'll put all the links in the doobly-doo after this goes live. Most of you know who I am and where I'm at and all that stuff. It says there's 2 viewing. So pop in the chat and say hi. Let's see, what can I do here? Let me share my affiliate link. Got to get that out of the way. Chupa, stop, dude. Chupa is a longtime subscriber and I believe a Patreon as well. I can't remember. Not that I have so many that I can't remember. It's only $5 a month, and while it's not Bob Vecna, Mr. Vecna, long time. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm sorry. I was not a fan. It's a very limited audience, and yeah, I can stream live to Moonbeam, and then I can upload it to YouTube, but it's just more work. And those that follow the channel know I have an autistic son. I have a wife with medical issues. I have medical issues, PTSD and all that stuff, and weight loss, which thankfully has been going good. Like I said, I'm down about 30, almost 40 pounds. I was 270 when I started, 30 pounds, and I'm down to 230. So yeah, no, 270. I'm under I'm right at 240. So yeah, about 30 pounds, almost 40 pounds. Anyway, I'm feeling great. I'm almost 60. The beard's going white. The hair's going white. So Bob, good to see you. Whoa, the screen flickered. It says I have low signal, but hopefully, is the stream okay? Is audio okay? You guys can let me know. I want to share my video copy, and then I'm going to go over here. So if you guys bear with me for 1 second, there's a couple things I want to chat about that are going on in the RPG world. Nothing major, nothing big. There's no drama. Everything is good. But we gotta let the peoples know. I'm on somebody. I forgot who turned me on. Oh, I think it was Dave from MetaHumans Rising turned me on to. I think it's called Blue Sky. It's basically Twitter. I don't know how it works. I don't really care. I'm just using it. It's it, but I'm not dead serious about it or anything. But I do enjoy it a little bit. I don't read as much of the post as I probably should, because I just don't have the time and I can't get to it from work. And I don't have it on my phone just because I've had a problem with the password and everything. So, geez, come on, Mr.Mean Speaks is live. And then let's cut and paste that. So I'm just posting to Facebook to let all the meanies know that I am live. So come and chat with me. I hope everyone is doing well. Chupa, I think. I don't. You're not Jeff, are you? Jeff and you are two different people. I hope. I get them all confused, man. I'm not very smart. It's a good thing I'm good looking, because man, I had to rely on my brains. It would be trouble. How's everybody else doing? Come chat with Mr. If I could type, guys, I tell you, for a guy who's in the IT industry for over 30 years now, you'd think I'd be a better typist. That's just one of those things, guys. I am just not never been a big typist or anything like that. So, it is what it is. I'm just posting these to Facebook groups on Facebook. I'm a part of. I should probably spend more time on Facebook, but again, I'm not a huge Facebook guy. I mean, I use it as a platform to stream stuff. I've gotten pretty big in old farts miniature painting. I guess I qualify. Let's see. I think that's enough. I put it on a couple sites I put it on my main Mr.Mean Speaks page, if I remember correctly. So hopefully that is enough. Let me double check and make sure I did. Yeah. Did I? Come on, load. I did not. Look at that. Look, so I told you guys I'm not that smart. It's a good thing I'm good looking. I'm not good looking. Let's see here. All right, let's close that out. Let's go here. All righty. Kevin, yeah, but I get you and Jeff confused just because of the name. I'm not very smart, like I said. Bob, I totally understand it, buddy. It's a good thing I'm not even rich. I can't even say that, because if I was rich, I would be begging for money on YouTube to support my addiction. I could have probably cleaned up before I started streaming, but why do that? This is Mr. Mean. We're live and unedited, man. I will say my critical robe. Feral Games. Oh my God. Is it Broken Rat Jay Farrell? Jay Lasarde. Jeez, I can't. I'm all over the place, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my? Oh, Jay, I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. But in a place of high importance. I love the cover. So for those that don't know, Jay, Feral Games Inc. is now Broken Rat Games. Jay is an indie publisher who makes amazing games. I'm proud to call him my friend. And he just successfully shipped a Kickstarter for Eldritch Gits. It follows his Gits line. I think, is this the third book, Jay, or the second book? I can't remember. Oh, and by the way, Jay, just as this is how YouTube is all fucked up, guys. Big Fucking Axe. You came out with that game, I think it was 4 years ago, if I'm correct. I just last night I got a content warning from YouTube that my video has been marked as adult content 4 years ago, and they just now figured out, because I think I said fuck in that video 100 times, if not more, and they just now just last night sent me a message saying your video has been marked as adult content. So it's not negative or anything. It just means that kids and anybody under 18, if it's marked in their profile, won't be able to watch the content. And the video has been out for 4 years, so I really don't care at this point. It's a cool game. It was fun. It was made. Jay made it, I think, as a FU to Drive Through RPG and everybody. So it's just funny. Kevin, how are you, sir? Or Chupa? Bob, I'm so glad you're able to get here. Bob, I can't remember if you're on my Discord. The problem with all of these media content sharing and creation is there are so many different usernames. On something else, so it's just crazy. So but anyway, get back. I babble, I ramble, that's what we do. Jay successfully shipped Eldritch Gets, and I did a video on it. So what I've been doing is in my videos now is what they say to do, all the pundits say, is you premiere your video, you set it for a future date, and that gives the YouTube algorithm time to splash it out there and find the people that are interested in your content and put it in front of them. I don't know how well that's working, but I will say it makes it a little bit easier on me and harder, because the old way I was doing it is I would create a video and I would upload it immediately, right? And I would make it available and you could watch it. I mean, literally and paste it to Facebook and and all the other MeWe. I'm still on MeWe. I just don't participate a lot there, but I do still post videos, and I still like and read comments and stuff. So and then of course on Blue Sky. So that being said, I would just post it immediately, and YouTube and all the pundits that are in the know say that is the wrong way to do it. Don't do it that way. What you should do is create your video, upload it to your channel, and then set it as a premiere, as a release date at least 24 hours later. So what I've been doing is, because my content is very erratic, I'm lucky if I get one post out a week. Sometimes I get two. This week I've got three, because I've done 2 videos already, and I've done this. So this will make 3, and this is still considered. I created the video for Eldritch Gets on, I think, Friday afternoon, and I set it for premiere for yesterday at noon, and it got only I think it got like 20 views or something, which my content doesn't get a whole lot of views. I'm just a talking head, and it's I don't have any fancy graphics or anything, but I have some loyal followers and stuff like that. So it's fun, and I do it more for me as a stress reliever and as something to occupy. But then but now, because I'm setting it up as a premiere and a release or whatever, I have to then remember to go into Facebook and MeWe and Twitter and whatever, or Blue Sky, not Twitter, and I have to go put those links. I think StreamYard has I'm using StreamYard to do all my videos now, and I think they have a way that I can push it. I'm not sure. I know. I'm gonna kill a couple processes here. It shows shows some things. I don't know. Is it stuttering for you guys? Let me know in the chat there. The only way I can have to interact with you. Yeah, the video is definitely lagging behind a couple minutes. But yeah, other than that, things are going good. And so anyway, get back to my ramble. Streamline just makes it a lot easier to stream and record videos, and it does cost. It's not free. It's $45 a month. Now they have a yearly program. I don't have that kind of money. That's a chunk of change. That's almost $600 a year, and I don't have that money to spit out. Not, I mean, I do. I could put it on a credit card. I have lots of credit. I don't want to do that though. I don't. That's irresponsible use of credit as far as I'm concerned. So what I do is I pay for it monthly, and then when I got the first bill, I signed up for free for 30 days or 10 days or whatever, and it was free. And I was like, okay. And then they send you an email and say how much it costs, and I was like, oh, it was $45 or $49. And I was like, no, cancel. So immediately they sent me an email and said, hey, how about $25 a month? And I said, okay, I can do that. That seems applicable and viable. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I'm not a big enough streamer. I don't get any revenue from YouTube. Only revenue I get is from either Ko-Fi or uh, my Patreon. And my Patreon is not much. I think I have like 5 people that pay, so it's not a big deal. And after they take their cut, I get even less. I think I get about $28 a month. So no big deal, but I appreciate everyone who supports me, and it means a lot. And every so often I do drawings and things like that. And I did for the Warhammer video, which I think that goes live today or Monday. I can't remember. I did a Warhammer Fantasy role play. I just got the Tribes and Tribulation book and the Elven book in, and so there's a quick video going out talking about that, and I'm pretty excited about that because it's beautiful books. And I have an extra copy of the Tribes and Tribulation, and an extra copy of Winds of Magic. So what I did is I did a little promo saying that if you sign up to my Patreon and you stay a Patreon member for 1 month, then I will send you the book within the US. If you're outside of the US, sorry, it's just too expensive. Postage has gone stupid, as Jay can tell you, from running his Kickstarter. But anyway, he did his Kickstarter for Eldritch Gets. It's a beautiful book. Go check the video out if you haven't seen it. So I put it up there on the shelf there, and I think it looks good right next to the Klingon book. It's kind of hard. The Klingon book blends into the wall because it's the same reddish orange color. But that is the leather cover of the Klingon book, which I really dig, which I guess is hard to get now. But yeah, the Eldritch Gets cover is amazing. I really like it. I think it's awesome. And there's a couple of see. So we got 3 people in the stream. We had a 4th, but they dropped. I'm not quite sure what happened. I get a little counter up here that tells me there's people watching. I don't know. Can I click on it? Does it say anything? No, it doesn't. Other than that, what's going on, guys? Anybody got any new gaming stuff? To get any new Kickstarters in that you're super excited about? I'm waiting for Shadows in the Mist, I think it is, or what is it? It's from Son of Oak Games. The Dave Wiki Snapper. Your book's in the mail, by the way. I don't, Jay, I don't know if it's okay to, I guess it was not in violation of anything. Jay shipped all the US Eldritch Gets books to me. And then yesterday I went to the UPS store because they have the ability to ship UPS as well as media mail, post office for regular mail or whatever. So I did it, and I shipped out all the books for Jay, and then Jay just reimbursed me the cost. Went flawless to the table, but I really like it. I'm not wild about the mechanics. I had what was the superhero one that they did a couple years ago, where you're kind of in a enclosed reality where the gods and legends and supers come to life, and you play like basically an avatar, a superhero of whatever. Anyway, you have a card. I've seen a couple live plays, but they don't actually show the material that they're using. But you have like a character sheet, which is a card, and then you have kind of similar to like Fate. You have triggers, then you it's a twist on game engine. It looks cool, and I'm gonna say the Legends in the Mist, the fantasy one that's about, I guess it's about to ship. I see it's on drive-through as a PDF right now, and I don't think I got the PDFs yet. I maybe I did. I don't know, but I gotta say the book looks beautiful, and the live plays that I've watched, they did a couple early when they were promoting it, so I bought the $100 and something version of it. I didn't do it through Kickstarter. I'm kind of anti Kickstarter and backer kit right now and all that stuff, just because I just recently got hosed by a Western one that I was really excited about. 150 bucks out the window, never going to see the product. I'm fucked. So it is what it is, but that's okay. But yeah, Bob, I don't know if I'll get it to the table either. But it's cool, and I need to clean it up. But overall, I got a couple other Kickstarters coming in, some Savage Worlds ones that are coming. I just got my riffs updated to Suede, the new adventure one where they took charisma out, the latest edition of Savage Worlds. So very happy about that. And I'm passing down my old riffs set that was pre-Suede. I'm passing that down to one of my players here in my local game because they're pretty excited about it. Bob, I'm getting to the point where my age and the number of games I like to run someday don't line up nicely. Yeah, Bob, I'm right there with you, buddy. I don't know what age bracket you're in, but I'm almost 60. And so, yeah, I'm, War Daddy, what's good, Mr.Mean? War Daddy, welcome to the stream, sir. Or ma'am. I'm assuming War Daddy is a sir, but in this day and age, you cannot presume. War Daddy, I'm not quite sure if you're on my Discord or not. I don't know if you go by another name, if you know me or you follow my videos, but I'm happy to have you here in the chat. We got 6 people in the chat. Dave just popped in. Yeah, Dave, no big deal, man. You know, it is what it is. I reached out to my credit card, and because I didn't file a grievance within 90 days, which of course you're never going to meet that criteria for a Kickstarter or backer kit, they won't give me my money back. And of course, I reached out to backer kit, and they said, "Oh well, you know, he's prone to bouts of silence, so we're just going to keep an eye on it." Of course they're not going to want to refund money because they lose money, you know, that's 7 to 11% that they take, you know, right off the top. They're not going to, you know, I'm fucked. I'm not going to get the money back. So it is what it is. Let's see what else is going on. War Daddy, I don't know if you're on the miniature side. War Daddy, I kind of connotates miniatures, but either way, it's cool. Happy to have you here. We got 8 people. Oh my God, 8 people on the stream. If you're in the stream, man, please pop in and say hi. Let's see what happens if I click this. Oh, it's supposed to put it. Oh, it's beta. So there's a button here on StreamYard that I can click that says show comments on stage. But oh, there they go. Hey, War Daddy. Oh man, hey, put a link to your channel in here, man. We are I don't know if you're on my Discord, but we promote all the streamers and we promote all the publishers. I'm more along the lines of indie publishers. Feral Games Inc. is actually Broken Rat Games. It takes an act of Congress to change your name on YouTube or Google. I'm trying to de-Googlefy my life. I have paid for Proton Mail and I'm using all of their services. And I gotta say, I'm very happy with it so far, and I'm just sick of Google. And I've been with Google since the early days of beta. So as evident by my username, which is J Polak, my first initial last name, which, you know, if you sign up for a Google account now, you're lucky unless you have a very odd last name that you'll be able to get that name. But War Daddy, if you're not a member of the Discord, please jump on there and definitely share a link to your YouTube channel. We love to promote YouTubers. I recently heard Jay. I heard from I don't know his actual name, from Dungeons and Dyslexia. He commented on one of my videos, so that was really nice. And his channel's blown up. I think he's got more subscribers than I do now. But I don't actively pursue the YouTube channels. My channel has slowly grown. I think I'm up to 1,500 subscribers, which for me is cool. I'd like more, obviously. Who wouldn't? But hey, it's cool. I have fun with it, and like I said, I do this for fun. Bob, what games are you playing? War Daddy, what games are you playing? Dave, I know you're not playing any games. You're too busy making games. Jay, I think you're playing with the guy from Dungeons and Dyslexia, but I don't know what you guys are playing. So we went from 8 to 6. So 2 people popped in and popped out, but that's okay. And let me know if you guys see it, but the chat is now appearing on screen in the stream. There's about a 20-second delay, maybe more. And I see it stuttering every so often. So not sure what's going on there. There it goes. So sorry about that. That's my bandwidth in YouTube, and I'm not quite sure what all's going on there. I probably need to take some stuff off of my network. Oh, jeez. Remember when you could just touch something and turn it on and off? You can't do that anymore. Now you got to go through menus, and I'm showing my grognard, I guess. Bob, you probably understand. I think you're in that same category as me. I turn my work phone off. Don't need that streaming, taking up data. The laptops are closed, so they shouldn't be doing it. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, that's right. You guys can see it on the screen. So I'm just going to respond. You guys can read. Oh, Dave's been running a play test. So cool. Good to know, Dave. Is that the one you and I were talking about? IDM on and off 5e game that's closing in on 13th level. Wow. I've watched Bear the GM. He's a Gen Xer like me, and I assume you're in that category by the Grognard talk. I was never a Fassarip fan, never got into it. I did get into DC Heroes. I grew up obviously in the comic book era in the 60s and 70s, and up until I moved into this house, I had quite the comic book, which is what helped buy this house. So, but I never got into Fassarip. I just couldn't. It just did not jive with me. No, the stuttering Dave is on my end. I don't know, because I'm going through my web browser, and I use Brave with a lot of security on it because I'm paranoid. Remember, it's not if they're going to get you, it's when they're going to get you. Anyway, I just never got into Marvel Fassarip. I had a number of the books. I have a lot of the DC stuff as well. And they just did I think there's a backer kit or a Kickstarter. It's either out or about to come out with a remake of the DC Heroes box set and stuff. So I'm not quite sure when that's coming out. Right, Bob? That's right. And whether or not you're paranoid enough. I am armed and I am dangerous. I believe in the amendment to bear firearms. But woe to the asshole who breaks into this house is all I can say. And I work from home, so I'm always home. So, okay, so Dave sent me an early copy. Yeah, I did get the copy. I looked it over. And then hopefully I can send you another copy as I go. Yeah, please. I'd love to take a look at it. And if you run an online game, please come run it for the Meanies. We maybe can get enough people, even 2 people play test is better than 1, right? So, and another set of eyes to look at it would be awesome. So, War Daddy, are you still with us? Not quite sure. Is your Discord link linked below? War Daddy, give me one. It's on any of my videos. If you follow my YouTube channel, you can go to any of my current videos. I don't think I don't think it should. Yeah, if you go to my channel, you should be able to see a link to my Discord, and there's a permanent link there that should be good. So that should work for you with no problems. If you don't see it, let me know, and I will do my best to get it for you. There we go. That's some stuff running in the background that I think might have been chugging my rimmer. Oh, awesome, dude. Thank you. See what I can do here. It is true, Dave. So Dave is also a game designer. If you haven't been to my Discord, I have a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but I have a number of indie game designers on my channel. We have a publishers page. So if you sell on drive-through, if you're a verified publisher, if you've had work produced, I love the image. I don't know how that came up there. There we go. I somehow pinned it to the, I'm still learning the Streamlab. But that was funny because it was a creepy looking War Daddy. Yeah, War Daddy, please join. And, hey, we love to talk. I'd like to think that my Discord is one of the better ones out there because we don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about anything but RPGs, tabletop games in their mini forms, war games, miniature games, all that stuff. We have a section for painting. We have a section for 3D printing. All that, and like I said, we have hashtag publishers, which is like Jay and Dave are there because they've sold books online. Steve Grazinski from Low Fantasy Gaming is on there as well. So we support a lot of the indie publishers and designers and stuff, and we even have a page, a section on the Discord that if you need help with layout and stuff like that. Jay learned it all on his own over the years of producing books and has become quite good at it. Dave is really good at it. Coronis Ursine, aka Stephen Turner from Castles and Chivalry and Sorcery is on there as well, and he's over in England, merry old England, and he helps with distribution and stuff. Nice. Deadlands is an MMO online game. I stole everything. So true. This is how much I love it. I think I have 4 different copies of Deadlands. I did not back the latest copy, but just to bring up a little piece of nostalgia here. 10th anniversary edition, baby, leather cover. I was really bummed they didn't put any ribbons in here, but I'm proud to say 297 out of 1,000. So yeah, leather, love it. Smells good. Got a couple scratches on it, but it was used, well used. I played with it. I love it. Like I said, I use my games. I play with my games. But I try to keep them in good shape. But that one got scratched accidentally. God, what else is going on? To see your stuff, man. The more people, the better. Deadlines. Oh, not Deadland. I don't know what Deadlines is. I'm sorry. As a MMO online game. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to fill us in there, buddy. I thought you were speaking about Deadlands. That's why I broke out the 10th anniversary. And I have the 20th anniversary here somewhere. I think it's a box set. I don't remember. I have so many games, dude. It's not even funny. For those that don't know, this bookshelf is 30 feet long. It goes the length of my basement down here. This is my man cave, aka recording. My wife and kid just came home. Hold on one second, guys. I'm online recording a video. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just came home, so they wanted to let me know they're home. I meant to say Deadlands. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't going crazy. Too late for that, I am. Voice typing is trash. Yeah. Well, don't let the AI get the better of you. But so Deadlands, that's awesome. I want to play Deadlands. I've GM'd Deadlands a lot and I do like it, but I would much rather be a player in Deadlands. To me, that's my jam. I like playing Deadlands. I always play like let's see, my last character was Johnny Two Guns. Why? Because I got two hands and two guns. And he was kind of a young Billy the Kid. Uh, he died tragically to a shotgun blast to the face. But oh well. That's what happens when you talk a lot of shit and you can't back it up. 30 feet. Yes, 30 feet. 30 feet. I'm almost 6 foot. Well, I'm 5'10". So, and yes, it makes more than 3 of me when I lay down. I measured it. Measure, and it is actually it's 33 feet in length, but it does make an L. So, my beautiful wife is coming down the stairs. I'm recording.
I'm leaving him here. I'm going to get.
Oh, you're going to go get your nails done? Okay.
Lock the door.
He's got his tablet?
Not yet. He's in the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah.
He will.
Okay. That's fine. My wife is going to go get her nails done. Doomguard. I don't know Doomguard. Yes, Dave, 30 feet by 30 feet. We've talked. You've seen my, let me see here. I'm sorry if this is going to cause anybody vertigo. If you want to look away, I will not be offended. But it starts, so here's all my miniatures. I print and paint miniatures. So I made these shelves and I mounted them to the wall. Then, of course, my ginormous TV. It's a 65-inch. It's nothing special. More miniatures going on here. There we go. We go my big fat head, and then it goes all the way back. That's my GM table. And then it goes to the wall there. My Sonos speaker, some more RPGs. My charging station is all set up there. All the stuff in the top, that's all networking stuff for my home network. And then, yeah, and then there's some more shelving. So, yeah. And then, of course, you see how far the shelf goes back. So, sorry if that messed anybody's eyes up or whatever. But, yeah. Doom, I don't know what Doomguard is, Word Eddie. Like I said, if you join the Discord, then let us know. And I think what's happening is the stutter is coming from StreamYard when it shows how it seems when and now it says I have a low signal. I don't know how I can have a low signal. Yeah, I don't understand that, but oh well. There's should be more than enough signal in this house for everything. So, and there's nothing else online right now. Everything's turned off. So I don't know. I think it's just StreamYard being weird. But Doomguard is a Pinnacle Entertainment board game. Think it's based off of the necessary. Oh, the new. Yeah, I'm not a big, huge board gamer. But I did see they were doing another Kickstarter. I'm a little miffed with Pinnacle right now because they released Savage Rifts, right? A couple years ago, editions of the rules, and they went to Suede, the Savage World Adventure engine, which is fine. And I was glad they made the change because there were some mechanics that needed to be RPG frequencies. Woohoo! What's going on there, dude? It's Gwydion. Pinnacle made some changes that were much needed, and I'm happy about that. But what happened is they released this huge Kickstarter. Now, if everybody knows how Kickstarters work now, those books were produced and ready to go. They just needed the printing. So what annoyed me was they, made all this money off of Kickstarter because the Savage Rifts Kickstarter went gangbusters. It did really well, and everything's great. Oscar had a doggy date. Oh, well, Oscar's got to do what he's got to do. Doggy dates are important. But Pinnacle, released Savage Rifts, which was awesome. I loved it. I still love it. And then, like, right after I got my Kickstarter, I would say less than a month after that, they released suede, and I was pissed because it made my books pretty useless, not terribly useless. You could make it work if you wanted to, but it was still a pain in the ass to remove charisma and change some spells and things. I'm going to lower my desk, guys, so I'm not shrinking. I just want to sit down. I've been standing up this whole time. So I'm going to sit down and drop the desk. I love having a sit to stand. It's not a fancy one. It's just off of Amazon, but it does the trick. Yeah, it's your third in the gets line. We were talking about it. I see there's a significant delay in what's on YouTube as opposed to what us we're talking about. So those people that are watching it on YouTube, I don't know how far. And shipped on time. Yeah, Jay, you're one of the few. I can't think of his name. His books are up there. Oh God, I can't see him. Anyway, Star Anvil Press. Yeah, that guy, Brandon, awesome guy. Does really great Kickstarters as well. Anyway, so they released the new suede edition of Savage Worlds, and what irked me is they could have waited a month. They could have pushed their timeline back a month and released those, updated the PDFs, the files before they sent them to be published, and they didn't. And then, of course, to me it was kind of a blatant money grab. Then they come out and they released a new Kickstarter last year for the redo or the new rules. Yeah, I think I'm going to close YouTube there, the other browser. The only thing running on my computer, I'm on a Mac, is that. I don't know if that helps it. And give it a second here. I was just watching the stream on another browser, on another window, but I think the streaming, uploading, and downloading is no, I don't have anything open on the computer. I'm a network administrator, by the way. So yeah, it's StreamYards. It's not my computer. Or it's my ISP, which none of them are great these days. I've been seriously thinking about moving to what's the Elon Musk one, Starlink. I'm seriously thinking about it. We use it at work for a lot of our remote sites, and it works great. And it costs about as much as what I'm paying right. Stuttering. No, I just have I have a stutter. You didn't notice that? You didn't know that about me? No. I'm up here in northern Minnesota. I'm like an hour away from Canada. So we get really cold. Although the weather the last 2 days has been fantastic. Yesterday we were in the low 90s. If you were in the sun, it was quite warm, but it's super windy. I got pine needles all over my yard, so I got to go out there and rake that up sometime today, which is probably not going to happen. But anyway, the Savage Rifts Europa is coming in. Yeah, it's StreamYard. I don't know if it's StreamYards is having a problem. I don't know. All my settings are tweaked now. It may be because I'm on Brave, and Brave as a browser, I have a lot of security enabled on Brave, so it may just be bottlenecking it. So I'm sorry about that. Maybe the next one I'll do. I do have Chrome installed. South Dakota. I did my engineer training in North Dakota, Devil's Lake, for the Army. That was Ovaltine Patrol. Oh my God, that is a great name. You too, Ovaltine. I didn't even know you were online, sir or ma'am. But I'm assuming sir by the picture. But hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. We got 9 people, maybe 8 if Ovaltine's logged off already. I'm not. Yeah, we've gone back to 8. So if you're online, pop in the chat and say hi. We got Feral Games, or AKA Broken Rat Games here. Eldridge Gits, if you were a backer of that Kickstarter, you can ask him any questions you'd like. I can tell you with positive confirmation that all of the US backers rewards have gone delivered them to the post office or to the UPS store and shipped them out. And Jay has already taken care of it. So you guys should be getting your books in a couple of days. Let's see, Dave, I think you were on there. I think you backed it. Chupa, I'm not sure if you backed it or not. But the funny thing, Jay, is there were 10 or 11 packages, and I would say 4, maybe 5 of them were all Meanies, meaning people on my Discord. So that was really cool to see. I don't know if that has any correlation, but it makes me feel warm and fuzzy that maybe it did. I'll take that. You know what I mean? I'll take that as a win. And now I'm not showing any degradation in the signal. So maybe it was me watching my own stream was on the same computer, was messing with it, the upload download. Ooh, and I'm stuttering again. And now it says I have low signal. It's something going on. It could be the weather here. It's very, very windy here today. I mean, we're having 45-mile-an-hour gust. And I know my son is probably on his tablet streaming or watching YouTube Kids, but again, it shouldn't be eating anything. I'm going to turn Wi-Fi off on my phone. That should help. I'll turn Wi-Fi off because I know my phone eats a fair amount of signal. Jay really wanted to do art for it, but he already has a guy. Noir Cthulhu sounds like it would be really a hit. Noir Cthulhu, yes. If you watched my review of it, Dave, there's some really cool shit charging a bunch of guns. And I'm gonna just tell you, I don't know why that picture just made me giggle. The art is very well done. The layout is really well done in the book. I like the design. I like the wraparound cover. So if you have a chance to pick it up, Jay, is it going to be available in physical stores? I don't think so. I think it's only going to be on maybe drive-through. But if you have a chance to pick it up, guys, you should pick it up. If you could buy a hard copy through drive-through, use my affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything, and it puts pennies in my pocket, which again, all the money I make on the channel goes right back into the channel, which is how I'm paying for StreamYard. And I kind of want to get a new camera, but I don't think I need a new camera. This old 1080p Logitech camera is, I mean, the picture looks good to me. I don't know. You guys tell me, does it look bad? South Dakota, War Daddy, you guys get a lot of snow there? I don't know the weather conditions there. We had a couple people drop. We were at 10. We're now down to 7. So hopefully some people are joining. Did I post on, see if I posted on, I think I posted on Discord that I was going to be live. I don't even watch my own Discord sometimes. War Daddy, say hi. Hello, War Daddy. You're on the Discord. Woohoo. I'm streaming live. If somebody wants to put a link, I don't want to open up Discord on my computer. Somebody wants to put a link to the stream in my Discord, that would be fantastic. But if you don't, it's no big deal. Let's see what else. So yeah, go pick up Eldritch Gets. I think it could be the bit rate. It's set to the highest it can go. I have a pretty decent upload rate and everything with I think I'm Comcast or Suddenlink. I don't remember. I deal with so many ISPs on a day-to-day basis. I never remember my home. Here's the thing, War Daddy. I work in IT. My morning starts at 5 a.m. and I'm off at 2:30 in the afternoon. So it's kind of a good gig, but I don't want to mess with computers when I get off work. I'm almost 60 and I'm tired of working on computers. I'm just done. So if it's working, I don't futz with it. Hopefully it's not too bad. I know it might be a little bit behind. And I think that's just StreamYard. But we've been streaming for about an hour to what it's saying here. One of the things I got in the mail yesterday, I did a mail call. So one of the things I do on my Discord, and I promote or encourage everybody to do it, is when you get a mail call, post it. Everybody loves seeing images of other people getting cool games, and it might share a game that they don't know about. So I got, I'm a big, if you've been on the channel for a long time, you know that I am not a fan of 5e. I don't like WotC. I don't like what they're doing to the gaming community. I don't like what their game has become. That being said, I am a critter. I am enjoying season 4 of Critical Role. Brendan is, I'm not a huge fan of Brendan Lee Mulligan, but I do like how he's running this West Marches style game, and I do like the characters. I watched it Friday morning. I can't stay up that late. It was 4 hours. No, I got to be winning. So I watched it Friday. I let it stream in the background while I'm working. I have a Beacon account, so I can watch it whenever. So the point being is I am enjoying it. So I am a critter. I don't like 5e. There are certain things about 5e I like. I like a lot of the stuff they pulled from 4th edition and 3.5. I tried to go back and run a 3.5 Urban Arcana game, and I quit. I was making characters for it for some people to play in, and I got so fed up I was done. And I just canceled it because it was just painful. I'm much more in the lines of like Daggerheart, Savage Worlds, a lot of Jay's games. Black Iron is one of my favorite. It's in my top 5. Thank you, War Daddy. Appreciate it, sir. Kudos to you. 1,000 geek points for you. You can redeem those at anywhere geek points are accepted. It's up to you to find out where they're accepted because I don't know. But being a 5e grognard, I've played a lot of 5e back when it came out, and I did enjoy it. But as WotC went on with their shenanigans, for me, it's an intent and a personal matter. I just don't like what they've done, and I don't like it that Pathfinder. If you buy, and I should say Paizo's guilty of this in a way. Only way to get a PDF copy of Paizo, you have 3 ways. You can pirate it, which I don't recommend, but I understand why people do it. And I don't condone it, nor do I support it, but I understand it. You can buy the PDF directly from them, but that's almost as much as buying the book. Or you can subscribe, which is what I do, to Pathfinder Fantasy, Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You can subscribe, and when you're on the subscription rate, you get a free copy. That's their money for paying full price for the book. You can get the PDF for free. Sweet, 3 more Gits games coming. Jay, any? Are we gonna have a Gits in space or a Gits Western? I mean, what you can't tease us like that and not give us something. Don't give me just a tip, baby. I want it all. And that's right. Yes, I said that. Yeah, Dave, 3.5 is too crunchy for my taste now. Back in the day, I loved it. I loved the crunch, but now I don't want that kind of crunch. Space Gits already. Yes. But I saw that we had some discussion on my channel about a month back about Esper Genesis for 5e. This is by Rich Escafleur, and you can go to espergenesis.com. In fact, I'll type it in there. Let me get my coffee out of the way. And you can buy it on their line. You can buy it off of Amazon as well. Esper Genesis. Make sure I spelled it right. Genesis.com. Yeah. You can buy it there. Now, why does Mr. Mean give Esper Genesis his seal of approval? Well, quite simply, it is a fresh take. Oh my God, I got hiccups. I apologize, guys. It's a fresh take on the 5e system. There's no space dwarves. There's no space goblins. There's no space elves. Yeah, Eldritch Gets in fantasy. Yep. I got fantasy Gets. I don't have a physical copy, I don't think. I think I only have the PDF. I am proud to say, though, that I think I have almost every one of Jay's books, which is cool. The Ruin is a good one. If you want a post-apocalyptic out zombies, check out the Ruin. It's solid. He does have some alien bugs in there, which are pretty cool. It's a nice fresh take. But yeah, The Ruin is a good post-apocalyptic game. You'll like it if you like those kind of things. Yeah, YouTube and StreamYard has to follow YouTube's guidelines. When you're in a live video, I think the streamer is the only one who can post links. Yes, you can post it if you are published, if you're on drive-through or you're selling somewhere else or you have a web store or whatever. If you're officially licensed publisher, send me a private message with a link that I can verify your publication, and then I will give you the hashtag publisher role, which then you can post a publisher's link there. If you're just another Joe Blow like me, just post it there in the RPG chat and people can go to it from there. The hashtag publishers is only for verified publishers, but it gives them a place to hawk their wares and tell people of upcoming Kickstarters and backer kits and all that stuff. So it's just a little something I try to give back to the community that's given me so much. So War Daddy, a little bit about myself. I'm a 2-time Desert Storm veteran, a Grenada veteran, Army and Coast Guard and Army. PTSD role-playing games basically saved my life. It is my escape from realism. The one thing I don't play is I don't play any like modern warfare games. I don't play like Jay has, I forgot what it's called, Ghost Ops. It's too realistic for me. I don't play it. I have a copy. I think the Savage Worlds version that Jay sent me as a review copy. Bad dreams, and then I'm back in therapy again. So I don't want to do that. Life is too short to sit in a room and talk to a shrink unless you need it. And I highly recommend it if you need it. But yeah, a couple people have dropped from the stream. We're down to 4. That's okay. We've been going for almost an hour. But anyway, enough of that. I got to get a sip of coffee here, guys. Esper Genesis. Why do I like Esper Genesis? He's an indie publisher, first of all. Yeah, War Daddy, you just stole my tagline, dude. I've been using that for years. Well, actually, what I say at most of my videos at the end is peace and hair grease. And remember, be nice, which is funny, coming from a guy named Mr.Mean. Sure, in the aspect that you doesn't count, unfortunately, for the publisher's realm because you have to be for sale, but you can still post links and stuff, and we invite you to the channel just the same. Esper Genesis, Rich, I met Rich at Con of the North. Super nice guy. He did a Kickstarter. It was extremely delayed. I'm not quite sure what happened. It had nothing to do with tariffs or anything like that because this was out a couple of years ago. And he promised 3 books. I did not back it because I saw 5e and I was like, meh. And I found it afterwards. Somebody on my Discord recommended it. And I was like, oh, okay. So 2018, I think, is when he did his Kickstarter. So it was right before COVID. And Alligator Alley Entertainment. And this is the first printing, espergenesis.com, printed in Colombia. So for games. And the Master Tactician Guide is the DMG. You do need a copy of, obviously, 5e to play this. But to be honest, if you know 5e's rules, you really don't. But that's if you know it, or at least have access to the PDFs. But the 3 core books, there's I think it's Threat Analysis, which is their monster manual, basically, and then the core Esper Genesis book. It is a good game. It is a lot of fun. It is very different. The one big ding, well, 2 big dings is his time for production was horrible. And I don't know, he ran into some challenges. Some things happened. His races are very, very cool. The concepts in the game are amazing. the PC character races in as art throughout the book. It's a lot of just generic sci-fi art that I don't know where he got the art. I'm sure he paid the artist. I've checked his Kickstarter page and nobody is complaining about not getting paid. It was just complaints of a late delivery on it. But I bought this on Amazon, so I'm assuming the people that backed it got their master tactician guide. Of course, the player's guide came out first, and then shortly thereafter, threats analysis came out. It was delayed, and the Kickstarter people were not happy. Okay. Oh, okay. I hope you like them. I do, or I wouldn't keep buying them. Duh, right? I mean, we don't buy shit that we don't like. Masochist, I guess, or a sadist. I don't know. Anyway, it's a good game. It plays well. The mechanics are very solid. The concept is very solid. I wish the art was a little more thematic in this universe because he sets up a really great universe and it's really well done. But the art is some of it's AI, looks like it's AI generated. I can't say that it is or isn't. I haven't researched it enough. He does give full credit to artists. There is nothing in here that says he's using any AI art that I'm aware of that I've read. I read his dedication and everything. But I will say Rich is a super nice guy. I met him at Con of the North and he gave me a PDF copy of Threat Database, which is the monster manual. He gave me a free PDF for review. He sent it to me for free, so not remember me, but he was super nice to talk to. He had a young man there manning the booth and they were selling stuff. I hope they'll be at Gamehole Con, but I don't think they are. He was at Gen Con. I did see some pictures of him at Gen Con. Yeah, 2018 is when it was first copyrighted, and yeah, so it's been out for a while. I will say some of the art does look like it's AI generated, but I can't say for sure. Some of it just, you have to really look at it really hard and see. But not so much in this book. This book looks pretty good. I don't see too much that the core book, the Esper Genesis core book, did give me some AI vibes. But again, I'm not sure, and I don't want to call the man out and say he's using AI art if he's not. I'm just saying, to me, it looks like some of it looks like it could have been AI art, but it may not be. The first book, the art was a little bit of a letdown. It was still some very cool sci-fi art, but the art and or I could have it mixed up. Maybe I think I do. I think the art in the primer, he put a free downloadable primer on their Kickstarter page, and the art did not grab me, but the art in the core rulebook did. I think I have that mixed up. But what I'm saying is, if you haven't checked out Esper Genesis and you're a 5e fan, so what's his name here? The older gentleman, I forgot his name. Not War Daddy. I think he dropped off already. He may have had to go. Come on now, Bob Vecna. I know Bob's a 5e guy. So Bob, I don't know if you're still watching or not. It is one of my favorite fantasy crunchy. To me, it's a crunchy game, but I like the 3-action economy. I like that mechanic. I like the system. My players love it. I am not a fan of Starfinder. It's just Pathfinder in space. The goblins are silly. I just it's not doing it for me. Now I haven't played it. I only have one of the books. I have like the Galaxy Guide or something like that they snuck out right before the book's released. The one good thing I'll say about Paizo is they don't do Kickstarters that I've noticed. They just release their books, but they're also a big enough publisher. And they have an in-house staff and they do a lot of freelancers and stuff, but they pay them really well. Let's see. Bob, sorry, trying to get a gamepad configured, not going well. I did a tier list. Ooh, awesome, War Daddy. I haven't played it. I would like to play it before I try to GM it. I do find that being a player in a game before you GM a game is helpful in just my almost 40 years of GMing. I do like to play a game to see it from the player's side. That being said, uh, I don't think I've ever played Black Iron. I think I've only GM'd it. Got to get Jay on the channel to run a game for us. But Jay's in I think he's in Ireland, and there's a time difference there. Same thing with Stephen Turner from Chivalry and Sorcery. I would love to get him to run a game on the channel, but he's in England, and the time change is just brutal. So it's hard. It's not easy. And you know, yes, I've heard of Weird Wars, Savage Worlds. I keep my ear to the table, and um, but maybe towards the end of the stream, I'll turn off recording and see if that makes a difference. I think, though, in order to stream, you have to record. It just might be. Yeah, the stream just froze. Yeah, I saw it freeze on my end. And it might have something to do with people coming and going from the stream, because we were at 8 viewers and now we're at 7. It seems like whenever it fluctuates for some reason, and then we went from 4 to 7. So who knows? I'm right in the middle of a stream, so I can't do a lot. But anyway, if you haven't checked out Esper Genesis, please do. I think you'll like it. It's a far enough take away from 5e that, I mean, you're still playing 5e, but the verbiage, the feel of the game, the mechanics of the game, I think are going to make you go, oh, this isn't so bad. And the powers and the tiers and everything that they do is really well done. So give it a check it out. That's my my neuro spicy is showing. Yeah, definitely not AI. If it was 2018, if it was AI in 2018, it would be so much worse. That was before the AI got good. Not that it is, but you know what I mean. Yes, I totally know what you mean. I've noticed on, I guess it's TikTok, but on Facebook, they have these little shorts, and I'm addicted. I watch them all the time. I spend, concept video around Weird Wars. That would be cool, War Daddy. Yeah, that would definitely be, I would watch that. Well, I'm definitely going to subscribe to your channel. So definitely, because it sounds like your content is right up my alley. What was I talking about? AI. Yeah, not TikTok videos. I guess that's what's embedded in Facebook. I don't have a TikTok account, but I watch the videos, and you can just see some are so bad, and it's just clickbait, and it's horrible. I really don't like it. But there was one today, a guy. The caption was "Man wheels himself in wheelchair into alligator pen," and you could totally tell it was CGI or that it was AI generated. It was just horrible. So, and they took away the thumbs down. Used to be a thumbs up, thumb down. Same thing that YouTube did. YouTube took away the thumbs down. So you can't thumbs down a video. Show resolution. I'm just trying to see if there's any settings. Yeah, there's nothing I can do while I'm in the video. So, oh well. So anyway, anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Any questions they want to ask? Anything? I mean, we're going on an hour. We're an hour and 9 minutes. So Weird Wars fits as an MMO. Anything can be an MMO. I mean, that's I think if it's presented properly and you do your homework, anything can be an MMO. I mean, the question is will it be an MMO that society likes? You know, I mean, World of Warcraft subscribers have dropped. People that are playing them are the people that have been playing it since it came out. But yeah, I think yeah, War Daddy, I say do the concept video and see what happens, you know, and then farm it out to some MMO publishers. You know, maybe somebody will bite and you get somebody that wants to publish it, and maybe you get some sort of kickback. I don't know. Never hurts, man. I'm always thinking, brother. There's always thoughts going on in here. The mice are running, buddy. The wheel never stops. Bob wants to know if there's any local cons. Yes, we have Excalibur Con, and they just had their second year, technically their third year, but their second year as a full-fledged con. And I can say I went to it, and I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, and then I'm 2.5 hours Minneapolis. So I'm in the Great White North. But I go to a couple of the cons down there. I go to Con of the North in February. I would like to go to ScalCon, which is another con there in Minneapolis. And then in Madison, which in a week and a half, I will be in Madison, Wisconsin. It's about, I think, right at 5 hours away, 5 or 6 hours away from me. I will be at Gamehole Con, which is a really big indie con for indie game designers as well as for Castles and Crusades. So if you're a fan of Troll Lord games and you want to meet the Troll Lords, they will be at Gamehole Con. They go every year. They are some of the nicest people I've ever met. So, and I'm a huge Troll Lords fan. In fact, that whole help from there, let's see, all the way to their Troll Lord Games books. So I have just about everything they've produced. So yeah, yeah, people are moving to Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, I still play. In fact, I have a Mr.Mean guild. It's still in the budding version. Bob, I would love to see you, man. I will this year at Gamehole Con. I'll be shilling away for polyhedral games. Hold on. I already got my T-shirt, Polyhedral Knights. Mickey Barfield is the designer and writer and owner. I got 2 T-shirts. I'll be working the booth, help Mickey at the booth. I'll be shilling away. I will be running. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I'm wandering around like a chicken with his head cut off. Oh, here it is. What are your thoughts? FT, you just missed. I did a whole rant on it. And I have 2, I think I have 2 videos, maybe 3 on my channel. If you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, go check them out. You can do Mr.Mean Speaks Esper Genesis, and it should pull up. I think it's a buy. If you're into sci-fi, if you don't mind, I'm not a 5e fan. This is different enough from 5e. Yeah, I mean, you're still playing 5e, but it's a good game. I'll leave it at that. I've already ranted about it for like 30 minutes. It's a good game. Pick it up if you have the opportunity. If money's tight, get the PDFs. They're on drive-through. Use my affiliate link. Polyhedral Knights, Mickey Barfield. If that's a thing, and it's angels and devils and demons and all that stuff. If you're scared away by the supernatural, this is not a game. But if you like if you like oh god, what was the the originals, if you like supernatural, those kind of shows, this is the game for you. You'll like this. If you like Eden Studios Witchcraft, which I helped with, I was a play tester and I wrote an adventure for them. Same Weird Wars, yes, weird. Oh no, I believe, oh, I could be getting my genres mixed up here, War Daddy. Weird Wars may be Vietnam, or I can't remember, or World War One. Deadlands is its own succinct universe. I don't own anything Weird Wars, just because, like I said, I know they had Rail Wars, which was their Deadlands miniatures game, boxed game, but that's dead. I don't think they support that anymore. But yeah, I'll be shilling away. I'll be running Wicked Packs Friday night. Sadly, the game is sold out. I did buy, because the game uses tarot cards, and it's a straight up gimmick. I'm not gonna lie, but damn, these are cool. So it's a beautiful little case that pops out, and then I'm just gonna pull out a couple of the cards. The cards are black, but they've got a gold edging on them, and then oh, and you know what? I'll put that up there. You can scan that, and maybe you can figure out if this is something for you. But the and it's just phenomenal. It is phenomenal. So beautiful tarot set. I'm super happy to have it, and I'm going to bring it to the convention with me. So, and it's in this beautiful little box that has a little magnetic lip. So I'll be running Wicked Packs. I'm going to be using the pre-gens out of the book. All right. So Bob, you need to come to Game Hole Con. You know, I've got a hotel. I got room for one more if you don't mind sleeping with two other. Well, there'll be three of us in the room. It's me, Mickey, and one of Mickey's buddy. We got 2 queen beds, so it'd be floor space or bring an air mattress, because I don't share my bed. Sorry, I'm old and hairy, and I cuddle. And I'm the big spoon, by the way, just so we get that clear. Discord, join my Discord and send me a private message. I need to hit up the con circuit to promote my stuff, but I don't really have the money to do it. Unfortunately, yeah, Dave. Cons are expensive now. I mean, the hotel alone was going to. I have the hotel from Wednesday to Sunday was over $500, almost $600. Uh, oh, okay. So yeah, Weird Wars is all over the place. Bob says, no offense, not my type, brother. Well, Bob, I'm going to take that as a compliment. So thank you. But yeah, we have, if you got an air mattress or a cot, and if you can get to Madison, I'd share a room with you, sir. Dan. There we go. Hopefully it's back. I don't know what happened. I froze. Hopefully I'm back. Am I back? I'm back. Yeah, Dan broke it. I like it. I broke it. It's my fault. Raise your hand, Dan. You broke it. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I got plenty of bandwidth here at the house. I got basically a T1 line coming into my house. So it's StreamYard. It's not, it could be Brave. I think I might set this up, as much as I hate to say it, I might have to use Chrome, or maybe Firefox might be a better. I like Brave and it works really well for everything I do. I'm a big fan of Brave, but maybe Brave doesn't like StreamYard, so we'll see. But Daniel Kingsley, Mr. Kingsley, runs his own game company, and he's done a lot of VTT support for Castles and Crusades. So if you're a Castles and Crusades guy, this is definitely Daniel's material is really good. And I helped play test. I forgot the name of the adventure, Daniel. I'm sorry. I play tested the Foundry version of it. And we gave him some feedback, which he did incorporate into the final release version. So thank you, Dan. And Dan has a really great gaming group. I was a part of his gaming group for a short period of time, but it's hard for me to be a player with my son. Rip Tabard Adventures, Fall of Lothar. It comes out in November, but can't you buy the Foundry version now? I believe. And I just saw that they released the backpack, the MT, is it not MT? I'm thinking Master Tactician Guide, the Adventurer's Backpack or whatever. Bob, I'll tell you, buddy, Gamehole Con is a CNC convention and a Savage Worlds convention, and of course Pathfinder is really big there too, and D&D. But yeah, if you've never, I will happily, if you play online at all, I will happily run CNC for you to give you an introduction to it. There's a really cool character creator. It is still being worked on, but it is out for release on Android. And I know there's an iOS version coming, but there's a very cool character builder and it works pretty well. It has a couple minor bugs, but I've made a couple characters with it and I've had no problem. Worlds in 5e. Yeah, Dan is all over the place for Rip Tabard. There it goes. All right, it's back. Yeah, Bob, please do. Also, I would, you know what, Bob? I'll even sweeten the deal. Bob, money's tight for everybody, but if you send me the shipping to your address, I will send you this. This is the starter set. I got it basically for $10. I did a video on it. If you go to, I don't know if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. I think you are because you've been on my streams a couple of times. If you send me a private message on Discord or email me at jpolak@pm.me, POLACK, you send, and my email's in my YouTube channel. You send me an email. With your, it has the dice in it. It has everything. It has a set of dice. I did an unboxing. And I will say probably the best CNC character sheet I've seen to date. And you can download this off their website. I don't know how well. Yeah, it's going to show up pretty good. It's a really good character sheet. So you get a stack of character sheet. Oh, okay. All right. Well, anybody else, that offer goes to you. I don't need this. I bought it to support the company and I'm a veteran, so I get 10% off. This was $20 or $30. I paid $15 for it because I get a 50% discount as a veteran. So if you don't know about Castles and Crusades or Troll Lord Games, they are very supportive of the veteran community. And all you have to do back in the day, you'd have your VA card, and I'm a grognard. I had my VA card. You can't get it renewed now. They don't support it anymore. But what they do is you go through your driver's license, when your state's driver's license, and on your driver's license it will say veteran, and that is proof that you are a veteran because you have to provide your DD-214s to the DMV to get the veteran status. And I have veterans Desert Storm veteran plates on my vehicle. So yeah, if you're interested in this, send me a private message. You're brave as being a coward. Thanks, Dan. That goes out for anybody. If you watch this stream after it's posted, send me a PM if you want this. Just cover the postage. I'll send it to you. I only paid $15 for it. I got my use out of it. Everything is in here. Everything is included. Hey, buddy, come on down. I'm on daddy duty, so I apologize for the kid. Hey, daddy's streaming. Are you okay?
I can have a snack.
Yes, you may have a snack. One snack. So a bag of cookies or some chips or whatever's in your snack drawer. For those that don't know, my 8-year-old is autistic, and so he requires constant attention, but he's pretty good. He's got his iPad, so he's happy until the battery dies, and then it's all about daddy. But yeah, that'll go out to everybody. If you're interested in this, you're watching this after this streams, and you want to get a copy, send me a message, and I'll send it to you. All you got to do is pay for shipping. Yes, War Daddy, I did see the Deadlands Dark Age. The problem is they're doing it on Kickstarter. I'm going to wait for it to hit retail and I'll buy it there. I'm so burnt out on Kickstarters and the delays and, waiting a year or 2 years. I want to walk and buy my fucking book. That's what it boils down to. The Source down in Minneapolis is an amazing game store. And they carry just about everything. And I'm tired of Kickstarter. And I know a lot of the developers on here and publishers rely on Kickstarter, but you know what? I'll buy my book directly from your web store. I don't want to promote Kickstarter anymore. They take, what is it? 10%, 7 to 11%, depending, and they provide no support whatsoever. It's an aggregate site is all it is. And I get it. It helps publishers. It gets them in front of people, but it's a scam. I hate to say that. My opinion is it's a fucking scam. They make a shit ton of money and they have to do no work. They do no support whatsoever. Like this one Kickstarter venture, whatever, Warlands or Venture, Wildlands of Venture or whatever, kind of like Deadlands, but it had robots in it and stuff. It looked really cool. Presentation was amazing. And the guy just disappeared. Nobody knows where he's at, and he had 2 different Kickstarters running. There is no alternative, Dan. There is no alternative except for you to either go to social media, create a web page. I think, to be honest, Discord is where, if anybody can give Kickstarter a run for the money, it's going to be Discord. Yeah, Bob, I totally agree. And here's the thing with role-playing games. This is a tertiary hobby at best. I mean, let's face it, I'm almost 60. I work 40 hours a day. GameFound's the same way, War Daddy. They're just a derivative of BackerKit. You have no recourse and haven't done anything. And you're just out the money. You're shit out of luck. I don't want to get on a rant about Kickstart. Jay knows my feelings on Kickstart. I support Jay because Jay always delivers on what is promised. It's Kickstarter or AI art. No, I don't think so, Dan. I think Discord is going to become the new. So one of the rumors with Discord is that they're going to implement. They already have a web store. They have a shop, but it's only for Discord products. The moment Discord opens up a shop venue for retailers, for publishers, for designers, the moment that happens, I think Discord is going to give Kickstarter a run for its money. Now, the kit, all of the sundry other versions, you as a consumer have no discourse if shit goes wrong. If the designer or the publisher takes your money and runs, you are fucked. You have no recourse. And we found this out the hard way with Palladium Games, Palladium Books, and the Robotech miniature game, the Robotech Kickstarter. He raised, at that time, was the highest amount of money Kickstarter for any kind of gaming product had ever raised. And people got fucked and never got what was promised them. Some people got some of wave 1. Nobody got anything of wave 2. And you were told to get bent. And at best, if you were quick enough, you could get product of wave 1. And then when they got the miniatures, they were so poorly designed. They did a ton of work. It was just very bad. So you have no, as a person, like in my case, the Wildlands Adventure or whatever it was called, Max something is the guy who just up and disappeared. He was running 2 different Kickstarters for a total of about $95,000. That's a lot of money. It's not a tremendous amount of money, but it's $95,000. I backed $150 of it because I wanted the map, I wanted the cool dice, I wanted all the bells and whistles. And February of this year was the last message he put out. He put out a playtest document, like a beta of the game, and it was not very well done, but it was something. And he disappeared. No feedback. Nobody's heard from him. The designers that are helping manage the Discord, the artist, nobody has heard anything from him. He has literally disappeared. And the problem here is, I reached out to BackerKit and I said, "How do I get my money back?" They blew me off. And I posted the message on BackerKit or on their Discord over there, and I've since unjoined that, left that Discord. But the issue is you, and their default answer was, remember, BackerKit is crowdfunded and we have nothing to do with it, except we don't even handle the money, which is a bald-faced fucking lie. They take their 7%. They handle the money. I don't care what they say. In my mind, they handle the money. Because they're the ones putting up the website. They're the one hosting it. Is it free advertisement? No. This is the misnomer. You think it's free. No, it's not free. You're doing a Kickstarter and your Kickstarter does well. They're taking 7 to 11% right off the top. Right off the top. They get paid, and that's it. They have nothing else to do. They don't do anything else. So it's a sham. And the moment Discord you're going to have, I think you're going to be in the same boat as Kickstarter and all of those things, because you can just close your Discord account and fucking take the money and run, right? So Kickstarter is great. It's phenomenal for the guys like Wiki and Daniel and Jay. It's awesome for those guys. It's horrible for us, the buying public. Because if one of these guys decides to take the money and fucking run, if they're dishonest or they get into financial straits, somebody in their family dies or gets cancer or has to go into senior living, and, they're paying $4,000 a month, they're going to take that money from wherever they can get it. Now, you'd like to think that ethics and morality for the buying public. You are fucked. You hope and pray that you get your stuff. But I've had a number of Kickstarters that screw you. So I'm anti-Kickstarter right now. Guys like Monty Cook, Savage, Pinnacle, these guys don't need to be going to Kickstarter. They are using it as a pre-order system, and I think that is the abuse of it. And let's face it, if you're an indie publisher, you're relying on Kickstarter to get your message out there. But Monty Cook comes out with a game, and it's the hotness, or Matt Colville comes out with a game that's the hotness, and there goes a third of your backers, probably, especially more if your game is along the same line. You're screwed. You're not getting any money from, because money is finite, right? We only have so much, and we have to pay bills, we have to pay rent, we have to buy food, we have to pay utilities, we have to pay our credit cards. Yeah, you're going to get a percentage of people that are going to buy shit that they can't afford, and that's their problem. That's not, you should not feel bad about that. That's them with poor life choices. But you're losing out. And so I think Monty Cook, and Jay and I have had this conversation many times. Monty Cook can go to any publishing house and say, "I want to do a book." And they're going to say, "Okay, write us a check when you're ready. We'll start publishing." Because he has that kind of clout. Savage Worlds can do the same thing. They have enough clout in the industry, in the publishing realm. They have Studio 2. I don't think Studio 2 is a subsidiary of Pinnacle, but I know they're in bed together. There's no doubt about that. 2 is a publishing house. Pinnacle could go to them and say, hey, I want to print a book, and Studio 2 would print it. And because they know they're going to get their money, the books are going to sell. So, what's wrong? Hold on, guys. What's wrong, Norby? Hold on one second. I'm going to kill my mic so I can yell at my son and see if he's okay. Sorry about that. I hope you can hear me. Had to make sure. Don, what are you saying, TLG? To be honest, TLG is a self-publisher. They print all their own books. And now that they have they bought a new, I think it's Konica, this ginormous printer that can do stuff. They're going to be able to do hardback. Their hardback books out to be printed, but they use a US printer. They don't need Kickstarter. I agree. They don't need Kickstarter, but they do Kickstarter a lot. And I do agree. They fall in the same boat as Monty Cook, Pinnacle, Ulysses Spiel, although they've been really quiet lately. I don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, they need to leave it to the little guys. That's what I believe. I really do. You should be able to have to show some sort of financial need to be able to do Kickstarter. But again, whoever invented Kickstarter is just raking in the fucking money, because all they do is run a website and they collect money. That's all they do. That's all they do. And they run a message board, which is part of the website. So again, nothing big. I could do that off of my Mac right here, and they need to develop. They need to develop it. They know you can say all you want, but then go to any local convention. Even the smallest convention has more people at it than VTT has players, except for maybe Pathfinder and D&D. VTT is a niche, and now that COVID is over and people can go out again and see people, you can unless you live in a very sparsely populated area, you can usually find a group. And then I'll tell you right now, I love VTTs. I love VTTs to death. They suck. There's not one good one out there. Foundry is pretty solid, but every time Foundry upgrades, all your apps are broken. All your modules are broken because they're not on the same schedule. It's the same problem as Linux. So I give Apple some slack, but Linux is a far superior operating system. Linux has too many flavors and too many inconsistencies to become a viable operating system. So it'll never be sold to the mass public as an operating system because no one can come together and support it properly. And when you do that, when you do come together and you support it properly, now you run into financial obligation and hurdles. And the community can't support that because it's crowd supported and it's feast or famine. And so why am I going to pay you to work on a VTT that I haven't bought anything for Foundry for Castles and Crusades? Why? Because it's not well supported. I sent in a support ticket and I never got a reply. I don't blame Chuck or any of the guys at Troll Lord Games. They have bigger small business. Now, the Chenault brothers run a printing service, right? And mostly Stephen. They run a printing service. They print other things. They have a print shop there in North Carolina. I forgot where they're at. So it takes so much effort and work to run a business. I mean, even running this YouTube channel takes me hours to work on. I could retire and do this full time if it would pay my bills. I would be more than happy to do that. But unfortunately, I don't put the effort into it where it would pay my bills because it's so much work, I don't understand what you're saying. Fat fingers. Yeah, I built their VTT. They cut corners and refused to get continued. Yeah, exactly. Because they didn't see the worth for it. Not enough people, and no offense to you, Daniel, not ATT want to support the game, because you got to remember, Castles and Crusades is part of the OSR. So your average CNC player is 45 plus. Those guys don't want to spend their day playing on a computer. They want to sit around the table and they want to have fun. They don't want to play on a computer screen, and I can't say as I blame them. I really can't, because to be honest, no matter how good your VTT is, it's a glorified video game. When I can sit there and look in your eyes and see the dismay when the owl bear rends you from stem to stern, that's worth more than any VTT can ever do. So while, yeah, VTT is a viable option, it's not the best option. The best option is sitting at the table across from the and even if you're a kick in the door, kill the monster, take the treasure, how much experience do I get, as opposed to the role player that's, character. VTT is never going to replace that. I don't care how good it gets, you know. War Daddy, Kurt Weigel is awesome. He's been on the Any board for many, many years. Kurt Weigel is what got me started doing this, because Kurt Weigel is just a talking head. He's a professor. He's a science professor at a university, and he's a game master. And he's my age, and he's a big, fat, bald guy, and a talking head. And I said, shit, if he can do it, I can do it. And I have just as much, if not more, charisma than him. And yeah, I don't know if Kurt's still doing it though. I haven't seen. I've subscribed to his channel, but I haven't seen anything from him in years. Problem is, the style of game doesn't appeal to young players. It appeals to people our age, because it's a different kind of gameplay. Now, it's our job as grognards to expose those young players to Castles and Crusades. But when you have Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder as household names, you're never going to compete. The thing that's going for Castles and Crusades is it has a rabid fan following. If you go to Gamehole Con, you will see so many CNC games, and they're all sold out. They're all sold out. But here's the thing: year after year, it's the same players. Now, I will say at Excalibur Con last month, its second big con, players, not one of them was older than 30. It was amazing. I was literally in shock, and they were so excited because four of them were friends. Two were coming from out of town who were friends of theirs, but didn't game with them on a regular basis because they lived out of town. But six of these people met at Excalibur Con, and they signed up to play in my Castles and Crusades game because the GM is running a CNC game, but he's never played. So he wanted to play. And I'm telling you, they had so much fun, and and I brought miniatures. I brought, let me see, let me pull them out here. I brought this guy that I painted up. I 3D printed and I painted this, and I brought it to the con, and it's an ethereal drow, basically matron. And I painted this and brought it to the convention, even entered it in a paint contest, and I got an honorable mention. So pretty cool. I've since back because of my poor packing, but I brought this, and they interacted with that. I ran the starting adventure that's in the book, and then I brought, I painted up, printed all my miniatures. I print. I have a 3D printer for those that don't. I printed this guy up, and he was the big bad uh, ogre in the cave for the adventure. And I won an honorable mention with this miniature too. So thought he came out quite nice. Very happy. But they were just, and I had a bunch of goblins. I painted up some goblins and giant rats. And so we had, I had a map and everything. And I ran that starting adventure out of the box set. So we had a blast, and they enjoyed it, and they played the hell out of it. Yeah, I wish he would have started uploading again too. All right, I got away from the chat here, so let's see. I went on a rant. And the players don't play the game. That is my problem. I ran a Pathfinder game on Foundry. I ran a low life 2099 game. I've run many games on Foundry. I ran a Castles and Crusades for over a year. And that game, I'll say, had good attention because the players were really into it. But we had so many problems with yeah, Dan, hit me up, buddy. I'm always on Discord. I don't know about Dark Ages because he hasn't done, but he's done a number of Deadlands videos. So definitely go search his library and you'll see. Yeah, if they try to play from their phone where they're driving down the road. Uh, on my Discord on Wednesday nights, and three of the players are not normal, what I call meanies. For those of you that are here, they're not meanies. They came from daggerheart.com or from the Daggerheart Discord, and they joined my channel to play in my Daggerheart game. I was also running. Well, let me finish this. I am running bi-weekly now, Daggerheart on Wednesday nights, and I'm having great. But the players are into Daggerheart. They're really into it, and they're into their characters, and they're into the story. And we're having drama and excitement and laughter and conflict and sadness, and it's been really good. So that's the difference. TT. Now I'm working on Foundry, and I'm playing with the Daggerheart data set to see if I can get it. But I run into the problem where I work on computers all day long, and I'm burnt out by, I get off work at 2:30. Sometimes I take a nap because my wife and kid don't get home until later. My son comes home on the bus, but he'll come and nap with me. But I'm finding myself taking a nap at 3 o'clock for 2 hours, and my wife comes home at 5, and then we get up, and so I'm old. I get it. That's not anybody's fault. That's my fault. But I also go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's a long day. And then to start running at 7 p.m. and run until 9 or 10, it's a long day. So yeah, I gotta obviously, but that game is going so well. And part of that is the role system. Part of that is me as a thematic GM. I put a lot of emotion and stuff into my games. So having a lot I'll segue into startplayinggames.com. I've run 2 different games, and I played in one shot for Start Playing Games, and I was only charging $5 a session. My beef with running games online is exactly what the Dave said, and Dan Kingsley. People are not interested. They want to play in the game, and then when it's not all about them, or they're distracted, whatever the case may be, yeah, what happened? What's going on? Or they're playing on their phones. Yes, we do hang out in the voice channels. I run a Wednesday night game, like I was just saying. But yeah, we do some voice chat here and there when people want to. Normally, when I do it though, I want to record it so it's content for my channel. We've been going for almost 2 hours. You guys are awesome, so thank you for keeping me engaged. Startplayinggames.com to me is play games. But here's the thing. You're paying your hard-earned money to play in a game. So if the GM is even halfway decent and you want to play a game, and you're paying money, you're going to want to get your bang for the buck. And so if I was running a Fabula Ultima game, and I ran about 5 or 6 sessions. They were only paying $5, but they were chomping at the bit. My schedule got the best of me, and work and my son's health issues and stuff. I had to drop the game, but the players played, and they would have easily paid more. One of the players jumped over from my Fabula Ultima game to the Daggerheart game. So that's awesome. Bob's saying, yeah, see, that's in the rarity. we're able to reconnect, and you already have that group, and weekly on Roll20. I personally can't stand Roll20. That's just me. But yeah, since 4E, dude, you're talking damn near what, 20 years. So that is amazing, Bob. That kudos to you, and awesome for your game group, sir. I'll definitely run Castles and Crusades for you. I love the game. Dan Kingsley runs a really good game too. I played in his game for a short amount of time, but my schedule got the best of me by several heals. Yeah. And again, I mean, it's a perfectly viable VTT. Alchemy is looking really interesting to me because it's kind of, I think Alchemy will be my go-to once it has 3D dice. I that, and everybody can see my dice rolls and stuff, was amazing to me. So and that's what I love. If a module doesn't support 3D dice, I'm not playing with it. So that's a dead requirement for my VTT. It's got to be able to use 3D dice. So as soon as Alchemy gets 3D dice, which they're talking about it, and hopefully they will, I think Alchemy is going to be the way to go, because Alchemy is more about the experience than having tokens on the board and being able to move them and micromanage a combat scene. I like theater of the mind combat. My in-house game where I run, I use miniatures. I have a table over here with a monitor built into it. And I project, I had take my MacBook and I project a map onto it, and we use the map to move our miniature. But guys, I'm on my son, and the stream keeps popping. We got 6 people online. If you're online, please pop in and say hi. But I think it's mostly everybody that's here. War Daddy, thank you so much for joining. I assume you found me through Facebook. And Bob Vecna, again, I know you're here and there. It's awesome. Come to Gamehole Con, hit me up, send me a private message or whatever. We'll make space for you, buddy. And if you can just get there, yeah, I'm telling you, you'll have a good time. It's a great convention. It's so good. Last year I came back with COVID. That's how good it was. I'm kidding. I did get COVID though, but I've had COVID like 12, 13 times now. So for me, it's a cold now. Oh, you found me on YouTube. Well, that's awesome, More Daddy. Which video in particular, if I may ask? And thank you. I hope you subscribed. Streaming. But I think the next video I'm going to try to stream via Chrome and see if that plays nicer. Because Chrome is just it's the Netscape of the 20s. But that's awesome. And I know it's delayed a little bit. I think Jay was saying it was like quite a bit, like 30-minute delayed. So I don't know what's going on there. But either way, I'm glad you found me, War Daddy. Thanks for joining the Discord. I run games all the time. Right now we're playing Daggerheart. When I wrap up this storyline, I'll move to something else. I may go back to Castles and Crusades because I really do enjoy running Castles and Crusades. It scratches that fantasy itch for me. I do love Pathfinder as well, but there's tons of people running Pathfinder. So I don't really care to run Pathfinder anymore online. I'm going to run it from Crusades aired for my setting. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It's did you ever make anything about 50 Fathoms? That might have been how I found you. I don't know. I think I did do just one of my talking head reviews of 50 Fathoms when it came out years ago. I've been doing this for, I think, I don't know how long YouTube says I've been on. God, it was when I lived in Sulphur, which was 2013. So I've been doing it since 2013. So you do the math there. It's hard for me. It's what, 12 years, 2025, 12 years, 11 years. I don't know. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. Thank you, War Daddy. I appreciate you for the sub and the following. And thanks for joining on the Discord. Bob, as always do. Today was a gorgeous day. My wife wanted to go hiking. I did not. So she took our son to get him outside to burn up some energy. So hopefully that's all good. But guys, 2007. Wow. It's been that long? Holy crap. I've been on here a while, huh? Thanks, Word Eddie. I didn't even know. I shortchanged myself like 7 years, 6 years. That's awesome. I didn't know I'd been doing it that long. I know I have like almost 600 videos up, I think 500, 600 videos. I'm sorry you have to go to Walmart. My condolences, Bob. Have fun, buddy. Hit me up. I'll run that Castles in, even if it's I just do a one shot, a solo play with you. That'd be awesome. We'll make a character and everything. We'll do it. It's a lot of. I think it's a great game. Guy stalled again. I'm wife's heading home. So yeah, good time for me to get offline. Guys, thank you so much. Peace and hair grease. And remember, as always, Mr. Mean says be nice. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. You guys rock. This was a blast. I had so much fun. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Get out there, enjoy the weather, because pretty soon, at least here, we're going to have 3 feet of snow probably next month, if not sooner. So, as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.